Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is an exciting surprise in your love life. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book a session with me. If someone reaches out to you, just know that that is not me. Spirit, our topic today is an exciting surprise in your love life. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have fulfillment with the Confetti Sunstone. Pile number 2, you have transformation with flower agate. Pile number 3, you have voyage with the aura rose quartz. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Confetti Sunstone, and your card is fulfillment with the peach tree. Well, this is a really good card to have, especially given our topic today, which is an exciting surprise in your love life. So let me figure out where to start. First of all, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's a little horse here, okay? Or there's a horse here. It's probably not little, but it's like off in the distance, right? So what that is telling me is that you've had a vision of a life that you want with someone else, regarding your love life. So a partner that you either have now or that you will be meeting soon, okay? And I feel that there's something going on in this partnership that it's like you're getting closer and closer and closer towards some vision, some goal that you have, something that you've really, really, really wanted to happen. I feel it's going to be happening, okay? And so that's the first thing that I see. And then obviously we have the tree with the peach here. So something's like being born from this relationship. Okay, so if you're not in this relationship yet, I feel like it's going to be happening pretty soon for you. And then from there, you're going to have some sort of exciting surprise. Now, so also with the fruit here, that makes me think of springtime, renewal. The peach in different cultures can definitely indicate marriage, fertility, a lot of love, happiness, fulfillment, right? All of those things. And there is also the definite possibility here for new relationships, pregnancy. Okay, so if you've been wanting to have a child, I definitely see that the potential for that happening here. So I'm also getting like new love, a love that's very sacred, honest, pure. So like this could indicate finding your soulmate, okay, finding your future spouse. And it could also be that if you're already with someone, if you've already found your spouse, you've already found your soulmate, then this could be indicating that you could be having a child. Maybe you're going to go on an adventure together with the horse here. So there's some sort of, it feels like a new beginning that's going to be happening, where either you're going to be meeting someone new and having a new beginning with that person, or in this current relationship that you may be in with somebody, you're going to have some new beginning moving forward. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? An exciting surprise in pile number 1's love life. So we have flowers, and see, that's interesting because, you know, something is in bloom here. It's springtime. There's, you know, new beginnings, new love, and here you have flowers, you know, in bloom, things coming together. So it says, be generous, success and emotional fulfillment are yours. Interesting, because with the fulfillment card, I was also getting a sense of, it's safe for you to pursue a relationship with someone. So if there's like new love on the horizon, with these 2 cards especially, I'm getting a sense that there's safety with this person, and like I'm seeing like it's a good time for you to move forward. So let's say if you were, you know, wanting to meet your perfect person so that you could have children with this person and, you know, start a family with somebody. I'm feeling like this person is, it's safe to move forward in that direction with this person. Okay, then we have Phoenix. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. Wow. Okay, so I am getting a couple different things here. I'm feeling some of you may have gone through a bad breakup and were, you know, feeling like you were never going to find your special person. You're going to, okay? Some of you may have been wanting to have a child, you know, wanting to start a family, and maybe there was a crisis around that. And I feel like there's renewal and there's possibility for that to happen at this time. You may have also been in a relationship, maybe you had hard times. And what I'm seeing here with the Phoenix is that that's coming to an end, and you will be experiencing renewal, new growth, new beginnings in this current relationship, right? So healing, growth, and fixing anything that may have been wrong, okay? And I'm getting a sense of purity coming from both sides, where you both want to come together, you want to fix things, you want to move forward and leave any problems that you had in the past. Okay, and so that could be why it's going to be exciting for you, because there seems to be here that there could have been some issue. Okay, whether you were single and couldn't find the right person, or you were in a relationship and something happened, or maybe you wanted to be with somebody and for some reason you were kept apart from each other. That's all changing for you, okay? What else can you tell us for pile number 1? Ooh, so you have key. And okay, well, first of all, let me point out to you, here you have number 11 and here you have number 33. So it seems like things are lining up for you at the perfect time to open the door to a next phase in your life. Okay, so it's like, so an exciting surprise in your love life, and then you have a key. So it's almost like you're being given an opportunity to open a door, and you're going to be very surprised, happily surprised by what's on the other side of that door. So this could be, you know, renewal in a current relationship. This could be opening the door and meeting someone new, going on a date with someone, you know, any of those things. This could be opening a door and realizing that you're going to have a child, or, you know, something like that going on here. But I definitely feel like timing is very important for your situation, and that things are balancing out for you. Things are definitely balancing out for you. I feel like you're walking into, I mean, you know, I talked about springtime here, and I really feel that, you know, look at, you have more flowers here. And so, and also like the phoenix is making me think of, you know, winter coming to an end and then spring blossoming, right? So there's definitely something kind of intense going on here. And like, you know, the title of the reading, it's exciting, it's going to be surprising, but it's going to be so fulfilling and wonderful. And here we have Crossroad. Let me look at this card before I set it down. Oh my gosh, and look, you have number 22. So you have number 11, 33, and 22. This is powerful. This is very, very powerful. And I keep seeing with this crossroad, I keep seeing it has something to do with divine timing. So the first thing I'm seeing with the crossroads here is you and someone else meeting at the perfect time. Like you being somewhere, someone else being somewhere at the perfect time. So this, if you're single, okay, this can represent that. This could also, if you're already in a relationship, this could be how you met somehow, just being in the right place at the right time. I'm also seeing something else going on here. Whatever this surprise is, this new beginning, this new start, this, you know, great love affair, this happiness, you know, whatever this is representing here, there's something about all of the elements coming together at the perfect time to create something quite amazing. And it also is something that's going to last for a very long time. And there's also safety, there's comfort, there's growth here. I'm seeing like dreams coming true. Things that you've hoped for a very long time, it's finally coming together at the perfect time. Let's look at your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? The King of Wands. Oh, so, oops. Okay, hold on. Let me set these down. Okay. This is so interesting. So the King of Wands, look here. It's like something that you wanted to see happen, something that you are manifesting, something that you are hoping for, it's coming true. Okay, this king is sitting here like visualizing, manifesting. He has his eyes closed, and this salamander is not actually in his hand. So it's like I'm bringing something to life. I'm visualizing something. I'm manifesting something. I'm like dialing it in. I'm going to make it happen. And then it happens. Okay. So whatever you have wanted, I feel like it's happening. Okay. What else was it? Oh, okay. Excuse me. The other thing I'm getting with this card is that there's something about the other person here, or even maybe you and how the other person perceives you, or something like that, where if there was ever a problem with trusting this person, trusting what they say or what they do, or wondering if what they say is going to line up with what they do, yes, everything's going to line up. You can trust this person. They're being honest. If in the past maybe they were a little like wishy-washy or didn't really do what they said they were going to do, I'm seeing that that has changed here. Okay, so that's a message for some of you who have already been in a relationship with someone and maybe had some difficulties, and now you're kind of starting over. You can trust that this person is going to do what they say they're going to do. Okay. The Death card. Yeah. So something is ending so that something new can begin. Look at this skeleton here with the flower, and look at the lantern here. So much like the phoenix here. Something is transforming in your life. And it's like something's being born. There's something new coming into your life. Moving out of a time of emotional turmoil, okay? So no matter what your situation is, if you're already in a relationship and you had difficulty, you're coming out of that emotional difficulty, you're going into easier times. If you've been single and you're wondering, you know, where is my person? Am I going to meet my person? Yes, you are. If you've just met somebody and you're watching this reading based on that person, if maybe you just met somebody last week and you feel a really, you know, strong connection with this person, absolutely. The thing that would be the death here would be death of being single, and now you're going to be in this new beautiful relationship. Okay, so yeah, it's exciting. Then we have the Tower card here. So interesting that this came up here, because the Tower represents something unexpected, something that can kind of change the course of your life, okay? So very interesting that you have the Phoenix and you have the Tower card. I'm feeling like whatever is happening here, it's absolutely like the title of the video. It's going to be a surprise. For a lot of you, it's going to be unexpected, or maybe it was something that you were hoping for and you were wishing for and you were praying for and you were manifesting, and maybe it happened sooner than what you thought. Maybe you started, you know, calling in the energies and manifesting. Maybe you started that yesterday or last week, and then all of a sudden it's here. And you're like, whoa, that was fast. Okay, so I think that something's going to be a little bit shocking, but it's going to be in a positive way for you. If you notice this particular tarot card, the lightning hasn't hit the building, so it's like illuminating something. It's lighting something up. It's exciting, okay? But the Tower is still standing here. So very interesting. Okay. We have the Six of Wands. I mean, I love this for you. Your cards, it's so exciting. So the Six of Wands, this is a victory card. This is winning. This is getting what you want, exactly what you want. Remember how we had the horse here on your fulfillment card? Right there. And it's a white horse. And look, you have a white horse here. Your dreams are literally walking into your life, okay? Literally walking into your life. If you've wanted to get married, I feel that you're going to be meeting that person. If you've been with somebody and you're wondering, oh, I wonder if, you know, someday soon we're going to get married, if this person's going to, you know, ask me to marry them, or, you know, like, what's going on? I feel like you could be getting engaged, okay? There's some kind of celebration here. Celebrating something new. So new relationship, renewal in a current relationship, giving birth, finding out you're pregnant or your partner is pregnant, adoption, you know, something like that. This could even be you know, your person surprising you with a fabulous vacation for your anniversary. Okay, so this could really be anything that's exciting and surprising and something that you're gonna love. Okay, and it's just happening at the perfect time for you. Everything's coming together at the perfect time. And here you have the Hierophant. Okay, another card that can indicate marriage, loyalty, dedication, you know, commitment to someone, to an idea, growth, structure, building a home together with someone. Also, this particular Hierophant, You see, there's a person right here, and then this, or actually there's two people here, and then here's the star, and then it's kind of like this is some great vision that these two people had that's coming together. Remember I talked about manifesting something with the King of Wands, and it's like, wow, I can literally see this dream that I have coming to life here. And it has something to do with, you know, starting a foundation with somebody or rebuilding a foundation with someone. And really taking steps toward building a future with someone, like something new happening here. And even if, like I said, for some of you, it could be, you know, going on a surprise vacation. And even if it's something like that, it's somehow solidifying your connection, your commitment to each other. Maybe you go on vacation and get engaged there. Okay, there's something going on here where there's kind of like a solidifying of your relationship, your connection, making it stronger. The Five of Swords, very interesting. So with the Five of Swords, there's a couple things that I'm seeing here. If you had any problems in a current relationship, you're leaving those problems behind, okay? You have seen the light, you've figured it out, and there's like things are coming to an end as far as arguments, as far as disagreements. You know, it's interesting that with the Death card, you also have the Lantern here, and then you have the Lantern and the Five of Swords. So it's like we found our way, okay? We found our way out of difficulties. If you're just meeting someone new, or if you're, you know, making a commitment with someone, maybe it's the early part of your relationship, whatever it is, you're leaving behind something that did not work, okay? So these Five Swords here could be, you know, past dates that you went on that were a waste of time. And then you go on your sixth date, because this is, you know, Five of Swords, and you go on the sixth date and that's your person. You develop a connection with that person, and then you can leave all of this behind. You don't have to think about those bad dates again. Because if you see there's two people here walking away together, okay, using the Lantern as guidance going forward. Maybe you had, you know, some other difficulty that was going on. Maybe the two of you were separated for one reason or another, and you're leaving behind that separation, that difficulty that you had, and you're moving on together from something that was causing problems. So this could be like an ex or a divorce that was taking place, and now that that's out of the picture, you can leave that behind and move forward, which would make sense with the Death card, right? Because something's coming to an end so that you can move forward. So it could be that, you know, maybe an ex finally decided to leave you or your partner alone, or maybe the divorce was finalized quicker than you thought, you know, something like that. So these are just examples of, you know, different possibilities. The Knight of Pentacles, this makes so much sense, doesn't it? Because I think it was with the Crossroads, and I think somewhere else in here, I was talking about like building a foundation, building, there's trust here, there's comfort, there's being on the same page with someone. Oh, it might have also been the Hierophant too. Building a life with someone, moving forward with someone. And the Knight of Pentacles, the way that this knight is kind of on, you know, bending down on a knee, presenting someone or something to someone, to the horse here, or to, you know, someone. It could definitely be a marriage proposal. There's some kind of surprise here. This could also be indicating that, you know, hey, I just found out I'm pregnant, or, you know, something like that is going on here. So whatever it is, remember in the King of Wands, I talked about manifesting something. And then here, it's like, here's exactly what you are manifesting. So something that you've wanted for a very long time is coming into your life. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very fulfilling. And it's going to be something that's going to provide nourishment for this relationship. And you're both very dedicated to whatever this thing is and moving forward with this thing, with whatever it is that you're celebrating here. It's going to be a very, very happy surprise. And then you get the Ace of Cups. I love this. So there's some kind of transformation taking place. And it's right below the Death card. And the Phoenix, look at that row of cards that you have right there. Phoenix, Death, Ace of Cups. That's amazing. What I see here is, absolutely some changes, transformations happening here, where going from being single to being in a relationship, going from being, a couple to being engaged, or engaged to married, being together, and now about to be parents, could be moving in together. Whatever it is, there's new beginnings here, and I feel like it's going to affect multiple areas in your life. It's transforming your whole life, okay? Also, I just want to point out, because I just remembered the pile number 2 had the butterfly and transformation on their card. So obviously I haven't done that pile yet. I haven't read that pile yet, but there might be something in there that may be of interest to you. It might be might have some relevance to this reading. Only if you're interested, only if you're called to do that. Spirit told me to point that out. Okay, so you're very, very protected together in this journey, okay? And you can definitely rely on this person. You can trust this person. This will be a reciprocal relationship. I feel like the energy of this connection, of this relationship is, there's like diligence, there's hard work, there's determination, dedication, there's love, romance, happy surprises. There's also like a steady but slow growth. So it's not too fast where it can be scary. It's like a perfect pace is what I'm feeling that's happening within this relationship, but related to this surprise, okay? So everything's just very, very comfortable here. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely having a child, okay? Definitely that is a possibility for you. Within this surprise, you're going to feel, it's like you're going to feel very protective of whatever this is, because it's something that you're going to love so much, and it's something that you're going to cherish. And you want to, I'm getting different stages. So going through different stages of in a relationship with someone, and opening these new doors, opening these new phases of your lives together, and accomplishing your dreams. What's interesting here, remember with the King of Wands, I talked about the salamander and how the king has his hand out like this, and the salamander, it's kind of like, I'm manifesting this. Okay, and then here with the Queen of Pentacles, well, let me back up a minute. Here with the Knight of Pentacles, someone's presenting something to you. And then we get to the Queen of Pentacles, and you're holding something so close to your heart. So your dream is going to come true. Okay, that's what this exciting surprise is in your love life. Then we have the Four of Wands. Okay, the Four of Wands is another card that can indicate marriage. Okay, and I know not everybody wants to get married, so this can also indicate, two people coming together. This could be a commitment ceremony. This could be just a verbal commitment to each other, expressing your love for each other, and that, if this is a brand new relationship, you could be expressing your love for each other and your commitment to move forward and, be in a monogamous relationship if that's what you want. I know that's not for everybody, but, you know, I'm just saying that's a possibility here. You know, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, this other person is on the same page as you, okay? So whatever works for you, there's going to be an agreement here, and it's just this beautiful foundation of it's just some kind of happy surprise. Maybe this could even be that, you know, this exciting surprise, maybe you're finding your perfect home, you know, the perfect home to rent or buy or build, or, you know, whatever it is that you could be doing here with the home. Then we have the World card. You're going from one phase into another. So a lot of you, there's a lot of you are going to be, well, yeah, closing one chapter and going into another chapter, but I feel like it's bigger than that. I feel like you're starting a whole new book here. I feel like you're moving forward with somebody with a deeper love, a deeper connection, and really starting something that I feel is going to be long-term. Something long-term that you're going to cherish, you're going to love. And it's so reciprocal, because you see the two flowers here. It's equal. There's equality. There's an equal give and receive here. And just a beautiful synergy of energy. And we have the Strength card. So with the Strength card, this is what I was saying, how things are going at this perfect pace. It's not too fast. It's not too slow. You're both on the same page. And do you see this beautiful, loving connection that's going on in this card? I feel like the two of you are stronger together, but whatever this exciting surprise is, it's bringing you closer together, okay? For those of you who may have had problems in your relationship, and you've worked through those problems, you found like the key, you found the solution to those problems, you've moved on from those problems, and in that case here, I see you really, really working so hard to fix any problems, anything that may have hurt each other. And there's a lot of growth, there's movement past that. And then for everyone else, I see this beautiful growth between the two of you, where you're learning more about each other, you're supporting each other. There's a lot of confidence and loyalty in your future with each other. And it's just, whatever the surprise is, it's bringing you closer together. And that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the flower agate, and your card is transformation, with this beautiful butterfly and the flower here. So I'm getting here that, I mean, obviously something's transforming in your life. And I feel that there's good luck with this transformation. I feel like there's a wish coming true. Okay. I'm also getting within a connection that you have or will have with someone. I'm getting a sense of calm, a sense of peace, a sense of safety. So feeling safe with someone, feeling calm and rested. So let's say, for instance, just to give you an example, that maybe you were in relationships before that were kind of hectic, or that were tense, or, you know, something like that. Or if you're in your current relationship, if that's what we're talking about here, if you've had problems in that relationship, either way, I see this huge transformation where you're coming out of that kind of feeling, and everything's just peaceful and calm and flowing. And it's kind of like, oh, this is nice. You know, like, I really like this. I feel safe and comfortable. I feel loved. I feel like there's no anxiety or drama or anything like that. So, and maybe you never had any of that. Maybe maybe you had some sort of, you know, difficulties, or maybe everything was perfectly fine. There's just something about coming into a place of comfort, and everything just kind of lightly like lands exactly where it's supposed to, like, and it's just so easy. Okay, everything seems to be very easy. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing with this card. Let's get your other cards for you. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? You have unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. I told you, it's something about peace, comfort, safety, all of those things. It's like a very peaceful home, and just this great sense of comfort, this great sense of, I keep hearing, I found you, I found you, I found you, I finally found you. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you will be attracting your soulmate, and it's going to be quite a surprise for you, because, you know, maybe you've been looking for your soulmate and you haven't found them yet, and you're wondering, where are they? When am I going to meet them? When are they going to be here? And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you meet them. And I also feel like if you've had anything that was a little disruptive, or maybe a lot disruptive, in a current relationship or a current partnership or something like that, that's coming to an end. Okay, if you've had any kind of disagreement or something like that, you're going to come to a compromise. You're going to understand each other's point of view, and you're going to move on. And I really feel like if that was the case, you're going to be putting that in the past, especially with transformation. Okay, and it's like putting differences aside, compromising instead of arguing over differences, and celebrating this beautiful connection that you have. Okay, this card wants to come out. Ooh, you have luck. It's number 19 and luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So if you're in a relationship and you had some difficulties and you're starting to feel really optimistic, you're like, things are going so much better. Go with that feeling. Everything is changing for the better for you. So don't second guess it. And if you're single and you're really feeling like, you know what, I'm going to meet my soulmate soon, you are. You're going to be transforming from single into a beautiful union with someone. So luck is on your side with whatever endeavor that you're pursuing, whether it's a new relationship or rebuilding or fixing an existing relationship. It's going to be, you're going to be pleasantly surprised by this huge transformation. So here we have books. Oh, this is interesting. So I feel that you're learning a lot about someone, okay? And you're really, really going to love what you find out about this person. So this could be a new relationship where somebody just kind of floats into your life, flies into your life, and there's this amazing connection. I'm seeing, for a new relationship, I'm seeing like two people coming together and having such a strong connection that you would talk and talk and talk for hours, and it feels like you sat down for 30 minutes. So I'm feeling like there's so much that you want to learn about each other, so many things you have to talk about. And if this is an existing relationship, I feel like you've done a lot of work on this relationship. I feel like you've both done work in your own in your own, like on your own selves, which is then helping you come together in this relationship and fix any holes or any, patch up any holes or difficulties that you may have had in the relationship. So there's this great sense of learning in that case if you're already with somebody. Like I said earlier, compromise, putting differences aside, learning how to focus on the positive and let go of any negativities, anything that is just not worth fighting or arguing over. Okay, and so it's kind of like, if that's the case, it's kind of like this exciting surprise. If you're already in a relationship and you're fixing that, it's like this exciting surprise of, oh, we did it, we made it. You know, we've pulled through those hard times. Oh, okay. So with the moon card, I literally got, it's going to be surprising. I mean, I know that's what the title is, but I feel it's like surprising because of how quickly it happens, with the moon showing itself like every day. There's something about waking up and your life is different. Okay, so some kind of surprise happening. Seeing your future. I'm also getting seeing your future. So, you know, when you just meet someone new, it's like you're seeing your future with this new person. And obviously, you know, that's going to be an exciting surprise because you were hoping that you were going to meet someone and then they finally appear. And I'm also getting here that for those of you who are in a relationship already, there's a sense of seeing the way, seeing the path forward. Like if there was some kind of difficulty or something standing in your way, that path is being illuminated. And I feel like that could be kind of surprising, where like either the way it happens, how it happens, or the fact that you're both on the same page and coming together. It's like, oh, you know what? We made it. And now I see a future. I see our path forward. And then we have Rider. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So, oh, hold on. I want to point something out. This just sparked my memory. So pile number 1, there is actually a horse, a white horse, in the very first card, the oracle card. You used to pick your pile. And I was getting transformation. There was a butterfly in that reading, and I mentioned that they might want to watch this reading, and so vice versa. If you're called to it, if you're interested, you might also want to watch pile number 1, especially because there's a 1 on this card and also the horse. So it's up to you, only if that resonates with you. If not, then just watch this one, of course. Okay, so back to this. So with Rider, I feel like this can literally be someone coming into your life, someone new coming into your life, meeting someone new, and starting a new life with someone. This can also indicate, if you're already in a relationship with someone, this can indicate moving past problems, being dedicated in continuing to move forward, not looking back, and finding emotional fulfillment and balance and being on the same page. This could be like, you know, your ride or die person, someone who's got your back, someone who's there to support you, someone who's ready to go on the adventure of life with you and move forward and experience all of these new things. So definitely with number 1 and transformation here, I feel like you're in for a pretty big surprise coming up in your love life. It's something that you're gonna love. And for those of you who are single, I feel like there's luck in how you meet someone, or something about your connection with that luck. So just keep that in mind. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? An exciting surprise in pile number 2's love life. Ooh, we have the 8 of Cups, and you're moving away from a period in time that was no longer working for you. Okay, so if you're single and that's not working for you, you're going to be coming out of that, right? So you're going to, basically you won't be single for much longer. You're walking away from something that is no longer fulfilling. Maybe you were single and you loved being single. And then you woke up one day and you said, you know what? I want a relationship. I want somebody in my life. I want this unity. I want to start a life with somebody. That's going to change. So this feeling of feeling unfulfilled, feeling, lonely for some of you, feeling in the dark, because some of you are already in a relationship and you had some sort of difficulty or something going on there, that's changing with this 8 of Cups. There's movement away from something difficult, something that was no longer working, okay? The King of Wands, and what are you going into? Transformation. There's passion. There is love. There's such a sense of getting exactly what you want, okay? Having a vision and that vision coming to life right before your eyes. And there's also, with the King of Wands, so you have the King of Wands, which indicates transformation, and then you have transformation here. So there's definitely two things that are transforming together, okay? So being on the same page, like completely on the same page, like 100% on the same page about everything, about your movement forward. And I feel not wasting any time in making changes within this connection that you will both find very, very fulfilling, okay? I feel like there's something else with this King of Wands, and it's not coming through yet, so we will touch on that a little bit later as we go through, because I feel like it's going to come through. So look at this. You have the Ace of Cups. This is amazing. So this is new beginnings. There's so much in your future with this surprise. So I feel like this is just the beginning. So an exciting surprise. So it could be that you just meet someone. Oh, this is what it is. The King of Wands, there's something about an interest that you both have that seems to be similar. So it could be a hobby. It could be, it could really be anything that you're both passionate about. Maybe you like the same movies. Maybe you like, want to travel to the same place, whatever it is. Maybe you play video games and you both really, really love the same video game, the gamers, whatever. Like, I don't really know that world, but something like that. That's very exciting. Something you could do together. So that's what else, another thing I was seeing with the King of Wands. Or maybe if you're in an existing relationship, maybe you find a new passion together. And this could be, a really exciting surprise that kind of brings you closer together and deepens your love for each other. So, with the Ace of Cups, this can also indicate new love or a renewal of love in an existing relationship. Energy, I'm seeing like energy being magnetized, and there's a sense of empowerment here as well. It's like we're both feeling the same thing. We're both on the same page, which then kind of magnifies this energy somehow. And it's really in great alignment, like your energy and the two of you. With the Magician card, you have really, truly manifested exactly what you want. And I'm feeling like this monkey here is like one of your spirit guides saying, see, I told you. I told you to just sit tight and it would happen. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Your vision coming true. So if you're single, I feel like you're meeting your special person and it's going to transform your life. If you've been in an existing relationship and there were some things that you needed to work through or have patience with, you know, anything like that, or anything that I talked about earlier, what I see here with the Magician is that, first of all, the two of you have what it takes to get through any difficulties. Okay, so I'm seeing that here, especially with it being below the books card. You have the knowledge, you have the skills, you have everything that it takes. I feel like you also have patience, and if you don't, or if you haven't had enough patience, then that is something that would, I feel that could be the link for this exciting surprise, is having that patience and having that like ability of, you know, communicating correctly, things like that, which could be a happy surprise. Like, oh wow, we're actually communicating better and we're on the same page now, and then you can move forward. And so if you really, really want things to work in an existing relationship, the exciting surprise would be that you start to see it working. You start to see that you've worked through difficulties and you're moving past that and things are coming together quite nicely for you. Here we have the Devil card. So continuing on with what I was just saying, if you were in an existing relationship and you really wanted to see these changes happen and you really wanted to put in that effort, you may have had a fear like, well, is this really going to work? You know, it feels like maybe we're stuck to or bound by something in the past. As long as you put in the effort and the hard work, you're going to be pleasantly surprised by how this Devil card starts to fade away, okay? And then if you're single, the Devil card is indicating to me that you were feeling like you were never going to find your person. You were never going to have this beautiful life with someone that you so badly want. And, you know, it's interesting. I'm seeing such a difference here between the Luck card and the Devil card. So any fears that you have, they're fading. Your luck is changing. Okay, so let's say you've gone on date after date after date, you've talked to multiple people and you're just not finding a connection with someone. That's absolutely going to change for you, and your fears are going to be, I just heard your fears are going to be laid to rest. Okay, so your fears are going to be going away. Yeah, here we have the Fool card. Well, that's very interesting. I'm just looking at all the symbols going on here. So there's great transformation. You're going on a new journey with someone, and I feel like something about it is scary, because in order to move forward on this journey, you have to put your fears aside. Okay, so if you're single, remember how I talked about being single with the Devil card? Maybe you were worried that you were never going to find someone, it's taking too long, or maybe, you know, maybe you were in a past relationship and you thought that person was the one, and there could have been a sort, you know, betrayal or something like that. But you really want to meet your soulmate, but you're scared. You have fears that that could happen again. And what I'm seeing here with this exciting surprise is that you're going to take a chance, you're going to move forward when you do meet someone new, and you're going to love the transformation that takes place with this new person in your life, okay? And then if you've already been in a relationship, what I'm seeing here is whatever difficulties you had, and they're subsiding, but in order to move forward, you need to put your fears aside. And so I see that you're going to be going forward, even though you do have a little fear. You know, maybe you're saying, well, things are good right now, but are they going to be like this 2 months from now or a year from now? And so I feel like this exciting surprise for you is like, okay, yes, I'm going to put my fears aside and I'm going to move forward. And then you're so excited by how well things turn out. Okay. The Three of Swords with sorrow. This makes so much sense with everything that I've just said. Whether you've been single for so long and you're thinking about like things not working in the past, or you've been in a relationship and you're thinking about something that hurt you within this relationship in the past, and you know, wanting so badly to move past this and move beyond this. And this is below the Eight of Cups. So you're coming out of this period of loneliness, of sadness, fear, anxiety, walking away from that and going right into unity with someone. Either a new relationship or an existing relationship where you've worked past your issues and your problems and past the fears. And you're really embarking on this new journey together. The Four of Pentacles, and power. So with the Four of Pentacles, oh, look here. This person is building like sand castles, which is so cool because you're really building something that's long lasting, a connection with someone that's very long lasting. I feel like you're building your dreams together. Some of you are rebuilding in a current relationship, but you are, I'm hearing, finding each other's strengths and weaknesses. So I feel like if you're already in a relationship, well, actually that would apply for anyone, but it's like you're discovering like something deeper within someone. So getting to know someone even more. And that's even if you've already been with this person. Okay, there's like a deeper level, like peeling back the layers, getting to know someone more on a very, very deep level. And it's a very, very powerful connection. I'm getting a sense of being very open and being very vulnerable. Some of you maybe have never reached that point before, and it's scary. Like we have with the Devil card here, it's scary. It creates some fear, but it's like, you know what? It's worth it because I feel this person is worth it, and I feel the potential of our connection is worth it. And I feel that by doing that, it really creates this powerful foundation for your connection in your relationship. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So interesting. You are really working very, very hard on the relationship. I feel you both are. The Three of Pentacles can definitely indicate a partnership, people coming together, creating this life that you want. And everything just kind of works. Everything flows together. Everything comes together. You're slowly but surely building this foundation. And that's important for you to know because you have the Devil card here. So I do get that there's a sense of fear relating to this connection. So it could be a fear of being vulnerable in meeting someone new. Okay, but there's safety here. And I think that's another part of what's so exciting within the surprise is like, wow, I was vulnerable and I feel heard. I feel like this is unconditional love. Okay, and then same thing if you were already in a relationship and things were rocky for a little while, what you're seeing here, this exciting surprise, is how well you're working together to get past that, okay? And starting to, instead of think about the difficulties, you're starting to think about your future and what that looks like going forward. The Ten of Wands and oppression, yeah, this makes a lot of sense because you're coming out of this. Okay, this is the 10 of Wands. That means that you're coming out of oppression and you're going into a new phase. So, you know, with the 10 of Wands, this person is carrying this heavy load. You're not going to have to do that anymore. So I feel part of what is so surprising for you is the support that you're going to be getting from someone else. So maybe you didn't have that in this, if this is a current relationship, maybe you didn't have that before in this relationship. That's going to change. Maybe you've been single and you've been doing everything on your own and you don't want to do that on your own anymore. You want someone else to be there when you go home after work. You want someone to share your life with, and you don't want to just be alone and by yourself. That's coming to an end, okay? You are manifesting exactly what you want. And it's really going to be surprising. It's like, oh, wait a minute. You mean there's someone here who supports me, who loves me, who cares for me, who wants to help me, and I can help them. And it's like, yes, yeah, that is part of this exciting surprise that you have coming in. And then we have the 6 of Wands. Look how happy this person is. It's like, yay, I'm not doing things on my own anymore. Yay, I have someone who supports me, someone who loves me unconditionally, and I can give that back as well. And there's victory here. This is feeling on top of the world. This is winning. This is also overcoming your fears, okay? It's like this surprise, like, oh, wow, I didn't even realize that I don't have these fears anymore. They just kind of faded away into the distance, and I've been so happy. I just hadn't even thought about them anymore, okay? So very exciting times coming up for you. Ooh, so you have swiftness in the 8 of Wands. So I feel here that something's going to be changing for you very quickly. I really feel that if you say something with conviction, in the sense of some of you are manifesting your perfect partner, your future spouse, your, you know, your ideal partner. I feel that when you sit down and you really, really manifest what you want, I think it's going to happen very, very quickly for you, very quickly. And then I feel also, if you're already in a relationship and you are just so dedicated to making this work and you're both on the same page, I feel that you are going to see these changes happen so quickly. I feel that it could literally be overnight for some of you, where you just have to put your ego aside. If you're already in a relationship and you've had difficulties, or you've had something that, you know, you or the other person has been holding on to, putting that ego to the side, by doing that, I feel you could move forward literally overnight. Very, very, very quickly here. And I feel that since you have the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands, I feel that something could be happening within 30 days. Okay, so like 30 days at most, 2 months, where you're going to see very significant progress within, you know, this relationship, either a new relationship or a current relationship. So definitely new beginnings happening here, and I feel like they're happening fairly soon for you. And remember, when I say 30 days, 2 months, this is within that time frame. So it could still be tomorrow, okay? But it definitely seems like something's happening at most 8 weeks, okay? So I wish you so much luck with this connection. And if you like this, please like and subscribe. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Aura Rose Quartz, and your card is Voyage. I feel with this card that you are very protected with someone, okay? So that could be the surprise in itself. Maybe you've never felt really safe with someone, okay? But if that's the case, you're going to be meeting someone who's very protective of you, someone that, and not in like a jealous way, someone who's, you know, very loving, very loyal, very protective of you and your connection. Because I'm getting, this is like a very sacred union. Okay, I feel like you're going to be going on a journey with someone. This can be literally or figuratively. So some of you might be literally traveling with your partner or a new partner that you will be meeting. And I feel that this could be literal travel. Some of you may be going on a spiritual journey with your partner where it just, you find out more about each other, and you know, as you progress in this relationship, your love for each other grows and grows and grows. And really, it just becomes like a very, very deep spiritual connection with this person. So I feel that you're going on a journey with someone. To kind of sum it up with this card, I feel like you're going on a journey with someone that's really going to, I feel, bring a lot of exciting surprises along the way. But there seems to be one main one that's coming up pretty soon. Also, some of you might be having a child. Okay, so that could be a happy surprise that's coming in for you. Regardless of whatever it is, this surprise is going to bring you two closer together. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Wow, so you have Chariot, okay, and you have Voyage. So some of you are literally traveling. Some of you will be moving to a new location, and some of you are currently living in separate locations, and you're going to somehow be able to move to one place. Okay, charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. This is a connection that is going to really stand the test of time. There's something, what am I seeing here? It's like starting to come through, but it's not here yet. Something about this surprise connected to horses. What does that mean? Well, some of you may be getting a horse. Some of you may own a horse, but that's obviously too specific. There's something going on. It hasn't come through yet, but we'll come back to that. It'll come through. Okay, these two cards really want to come out, so let's see. Okay, you have luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So if you're feeling like you're very lucky, like you're going to meet your person soon, or like everything is going to work out perfectly for the two of you, you would be right. Everything's going to come together. Your wishes are going to come true. And I really feel like you're about to embark on some kind of lifelong journey with someone, or something that's going to last a very long time. And I feel also what Spirit is saying here is that if you feel that this is a true connection with someone, like if you're really feeling that, don't have second doubts. You can trust that this person is who they say they are, that they will love you unconditionally, that this is a very strong connection coming from both of you. Okay, so you can trust in that. And maybe that is the exciting surprise in itself. Maybe you've never felt that before. Maybe you've never had that in a relationship. And Spirit is saying, well, you're going to, okay? And then you have Phoenix with number 25, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So didn't these two cards come up in pile number 1? Am I crazy? But I think they did. And that's interesting because I always put them back in different parts of the deck, and they both came out in your reading. So be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. There could have been something that was keeping you at a distance from someone else, because remember when I said that it seems like you are both coming together, like you could be at in different places, like maybe different parts of the world, and somehow you're going to be able to come together. Okay, so the crisis could have also been that you were really upset that you haven't met your person yet. Okay, and that's going to be changing. So there's huge changes. I feel like this regeneration, this change in luck, things coming together, I feel like that is what is surprising. So a roadblock being cleared for you, or finding your person, it could be in an unexpected way. Okay, something's changing for you. It's like coming a long way, and being surprised by those changes. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 3? Oh, well, here we have stork. And remember I told you that some of you may have a child coming into the relationship. I definitely feel like that's a possibility here with stork. Okay, so some of you may be having a child. Some of you could be getting good news about some kind of dream coming true. Because remember I said that dream coming true with the luck card. And with stork, it's kind of like some of you could be getting news. Some of you, this could have to do with your home. Maybe you're getting the home of your dreams. Maybe like, okay, I just had a flash. This is going to be very, very specific for some of you, but some of you may have put an offer in on a house, and then, or a home, or, you know, apartment, whatever it is. And then someone else got it first, but then that deal fell through. And now you're like next in line to have the opportunity to get that apartment or get that house, or, you know, whatever it is. So very specific, but that is something that just flashed through my brain like that, and I had to mention it. There's a lot of new growth that's coming in for you. There's safety. There's a sense of landing in the right place at the right time, and everything just kind of falling in place and falling in line. Okay, especially with your luck card here. I'm getting a sense also that things just feel right, okay? And you can trust that feeling. Oh my goodness, okay. This card is literally child. Literally, it's child. So you have the voyage card with the child here. You have the stork, and then you have the child. So absolutely, I feel some of you, this exciting surprise in your love life is going to be a child. Okay, now, if you're not wanting a child, just be aware that you have 3 indicators here. So, you know, just be safe or whatever you need to do. Now, this can also indicate that something's coming into your life, like a dream that you've had since you were a child, okay? A messenger, someone flying into your life. So this could literally be your person, your future spouse, your soulmate, literally flying into your life, you know, with the stork here. And this could be your, you know, if you've always wanted to be married, or if you've always wanted someone who supports you and who loves you and loves you unconditionally. I feel that that's another aspect of what is happening here, what we're seeing here. Because some of you could have a fear of being alone forever. Maybe this is a fear from your childhood. And with the Phoenix, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. You know, I'm also seeing that here. And, you know, with the Chariot, it's like this was a long road to get here, and it's finally here. Okay, it was a long road getting here, this voyage that you went on to get to this particular place. And you can trust in the timing, trust in the way things happen, trust in the messages that you're hearing, trust in the communication that you're getting from this other person. Okay, because it's a very safe, I keep getting safety and love and support and connection from this person and from like your connection in general. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? The 5 of Swords. So what's happening here is I'm getting the same energy from the 5 of Swords and the Phoenix card here. It's a time of struggle, a time of almost trying to force things to happen is coming to an end. So let's say, for instance, if you were in a relationship before that felt like the 5 of Swords, where it was struggle, anxiety, just strife in general, arguments, anything like that. This could be where one person doesn't want to compromise, they have to win. That's coming to an end. So if this is something that was in your past, this is not going to be, you're going to be pleasantly surprised and very excited by someone that you meet very soon who is opposite of this, okay? Also, if you've been in a current relationship and you had some kind of difficulties, I feel like that's coming to an end with the Phoenix here. And if you've been dating and you haven't found anyone that you connect with and it's just been this great big struggle, I feel that's going to come to an end. This can also indicate that if you have wanted to have a child or, you know, something like that, and that feeling of wanting that can be coming to an end also. So something that was causing anxiety, struggle, that's coming to an end. Yeah, see, you have the 6 of Swords. This is an ending. This is moving away from a period of struggle, anxiety, strife, you know, everything that I talked about with the 5 of Swords. When I said that this is coming to an end, it's absolutely coming to an end for you. So have no fear. Things are going to get better for you. Luck is on your side. You're transitioning. There's a transition here. And look at this. You have the Voyage card here, so going somewhere. You have the Chariot, going somewhere. The 6 of Swords, you're going somewhere. You're crossing from over here, which was difficult, and you're going into a time where it's not difficult. Okay, things are changing for you. And here we have the King of Cups. So where you're going is more balanced. Okay, there is it's not chaotic like it used to be. There is I also feel like there's accomplishing some goal. Like you were waiting for something to happen and now it's here. I'm also getting that your patience is paying off, okay? Your, something that you've really, really wanted, your heart and soul. So something within your love life is going to, I feel, be changed and transformed into something that's, matching exactly what you wanted, something you've been looking for, something you've been hoping for, possibly manifesting. You're coming out of this period over here that was very, very difficult and going into a period of time where things just seem to flow and you're getting exactly what you wanted. The 9 of Cups, this is literally what I just said. You're getting exactly what you wanted because the 9 of Cups is like a wish come true, wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, feeling successful, feeling happy, feeling feeling that everything that you've dreamed about is literally on your doorstep. Like everything is coming true for you. So I feel that this exciting surprise in your love life is exactly what you've wanted. So I feel like you are going to be very grateful. I feel like there's also being in the right place at the right time, everything coming together, and feeling very confident about moving forward in this direction. So this can be a lot of different things here. This could be, like before when with the voyage and in the chariot and the Six of Swords and all that. So there's movement, right? So this could be getting to travel to where you want to travel. Maybe your partner, your romantic partner, is surprising you with this amazing vacation, traveling to places that you've always wanted to go to. Okay, maybe you're coming out of financial strain in your relationship and you're finally on top of your game, and your finances are getting better and everything's coming into alignment, right? Because remember, there's renewal after a period of crisis. And it's going to be, for some of you, it could be quite unexpected, but it's going to be a very, very welcome surprise. Wow. Then we have the Eight of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups, you will no longer need to fear going back to this place here, this place of things not working out, things being uncomfortable. There's huge transformation going on in your life. And this period of being in a state of lack, of things not working, things not being fulfilling, that's coming to an end. So some of you may have left a relationship that was not fulfilling for you, and you're moving on. And then this exciting surprise could be that maybe you meet someone very quickly after you leave a previous relationship. Maybe you thought, I'm going to be single for a while, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you meet someone who is exactly what you've been looking for. Okay, so that could be it. And for an existing relationship, this could indicate that you're once and for all moving away from these difficulties that you've had, and you're moving into easier times. You've crossed this very difficult time in your lives together, and once you've gotten to the other side, which you have here, okay, because it's interesting here, you're crossing but you're not there yet, but then we go a couple cards ahead and you've actually come to the other side, and you're walking away from difficulties and moving into better times. So very interesting. And that could be surprising. That could be the surprise that maybe you thought that you wouldn't get through these difficult times, and then something happens to shift everything, and everything becomes so much easier for you. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. So things are coming together. I feel that they're like you and someone else, you're on the same page. You're making plans for the future. Okay, so what I'm also seeing with Stork, with this message coming in, I'm feeling like some of you could be getting engaged, okay? Because with the Three of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you could be planning something. So this could be planning a celebration, an engagement party, a wedding. This could be planning or creating, your room for a child. If you're decorating and you're getting the room ready for a birth of a child, or maybe you're going to adopt a child, something like that. And I'm also seeing here that you and someone else, you're on the same page. So you both want the same thing. And that could be an exciting surprise if you had difficulties in your relationship on, in a more personal level, instead of something that was external that was causing difficulties. And so it's like you're on the same page now, and now you're making plans to move forward, and you're, not looking back at these difficulties that you had here. So, a few different possibilities here. The Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Pentacles, what I feel is happening here is you're working toward a specific goal, working toward a specific dream. And I feel like this connection that you have with this other person, I feel that you're finding someone new, or you're finding common ground in an existing relationship with someone where you are both putting in the hard work and the effort, but it doesn't feel like hard work. It doesn't feel like effort because you're so connected and you're so in love, and you're so engrossed in like how you can make this relationship better, how you can make this connection even stronger. And it's like you're both putting in effort and supporting each other, and doing everything that you can together to create this beautiful future for yourselves. And so I'm feeling like that is definitely part of the surprise. So if you're just getting into a relationship, I feel like the amount of effort and dedication that someone is putting into you in your relationship could be this exciting surprise, like, oh wow, I've never felt this level of commitment and this level of love, and things like that. And if you're already in a relationship, it could be surprising because with the Phoenix here, it could have felt like it wasn't going to work at one point, and now it's working, and you're saying, wow, this is a beautiful surprise. Like, I didn't know that we were going to make it, but now I'm seeing that we absolutely are going to make it. The Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, there's excuse me, you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Stork. There's some kind of information, some kind of offer, something's coming in. It's like a new beginning, something solid, something sturdy, looking at something and saying, let's move forward with this. So what I'm seeing with the Page of Pentacles, that could be a bit of a surprise, but it's, positive surprise, it's exciting, is realizing something about someone or connecting with someone new, and realizing that you want to move forward together as you're looking at this pentacle and looking at your future and saying, wow, I've really found the person that I can pursue my future with. I can see myself moving in with this person and having a life with this person. And if you're already in a relationship, it could be like, wow, let's plan some amazing vacations together. Maybe you thought that wouldn't be possible. And for others of you, it could be the child you're seeing with this Page of Pentacles, like, wow, we're going to have a child together. And what does that look like? And let's prepare. Let's get that, everything in line so that the baby's room is ready when it arrives. And we have the Two of Swords here. So with the Two of Swords, there seems to be like there was a delay with something. Something took too long, or you had to make a decision about something, or you were waiting for something to come together. And so I feel the timing of meeting someone, or the timing of you working through problems in an existing relationship, or the timing of a pregnancy, or the timing of a vacation, whatever the surprise is, I feel the timing of it is what could be so exciting and surprising for you. Maybe you thought that this was weeks off or months off or possibly even years in the future, and then all of a sudden it's right there in front of you. Okay, so I feel there's definitely something about timing, roadblocks being cleared, information coming through, like if you were waiting for some kind of information or a red light to go forward or something like that. It's like everything is, it's like it could be overnight where you wake up, you open your eyes, and everything's different and everything is, amazing, and it's really exciting. Then we have the Eight of Swords. So there definitely seems to be that there was something in the way of a connection, something in the way of finding the person of your dreams, some sort of restriction, delay, but it really wasn't like a restriction. It felt like it, but it felt emotionally draining. But the thing is that there was a way around it. It's like whatever this new information is, this message that's coming through, it's solving the whole problem. So let's say you felt stuck because you were single, maybe your past relationships were a power struggle, and then you're like, you know what, let me just give up because I feel like I'm never going to find someone, so let me just be single and just forget about the whole thing. Well, the very next day, you might meet someone that you feel very safe with and you're making plans for your future. Maybe there was something going on in an existing connection where you felt somehow paralyzed, like you can't move forward because there was something that was standing in between you and being with this person. And what I'm seeing is that is being removed. Okay, you're moving away from problems and you will be free to move forward with freedom with this person. Okay, maybe some of you really wanted to start a family and have a child, and there was something hindering that. Maybe you hadn't found the right person yet, or maybe it wasn't the right time, or, you know, any number of factors. I see that finding a solution to that problem. And here we have the King of Wands. So there's transformation, absolutely transformation happening here. And I feel what's happening is you've had this vision. Remember with the Eight of Swords, I talked about working through problems, finding a solution. That's what I'm seeing here with the King of Wands. Because with the King of Wands, you've found that solution, you've put that solution into action, and now you've seen that transformation. So any blockages that you had, anything that was preventing you from moving forward, because remember all of these movement cards that you have here, and then you have the Eight of Swords, which is preventing you from moving forward. Same with the Two of Swords. It's like, well, I can't move forward yet. I haven't figured something out, or there's something in my way, or something's not here yet, waiting for something, right? Well, all of that has passed when we get to the King of Wands. And you're actually looking at exactly what you wanted, exactly what you felt like you were blocked from getting with these two cards here. Okay, so you have a lot of cards. You have 3 cards up here about movement away from something that's no longer working. So there's movement away from the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, this delay, time constraints, something like that. And did I say that earlier about the luck card with timing? Could be very specific with this pile. I'm not sure if I did or not, but I'm seeing it now with the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So timing could be important here. Yeah, look. Then you have the Hanged One. So whatever this exciting surprise is, you've been waiting for it. And it's been a timing issue, because as you were waiting for it, things were starting to take shape and starting to transform around you, but you couldn't quite see it yet. And it was creating a feeling, it was making you feel very uncomfortable, because it's like, well, I don't want to wait anymore. I want this. I've been asking for this. I've been manifesting this. I've been hoping for this, but I'm still waiting. It's like, when is it going to get here? When are things going to be fixed? When can we actually move forward? When will I meet my person? Okay. But look at your first card, the Voyage card. For one reason or another, it took a while to get here, but it's arriving very soon. And it's whatever it is, whatever your wish is, whatever this exciting surprise is that's happening for you, which, you know, I mentioned several different things that could be. It had to happen at the right time. Like, things may have been just a little bit off and things had to come into alignment, but that alignment is happening for you. So have faith. You're going to be very surprised, and you're absolutely going to love, love, love what happens, because you have the Nine of Cups, and this is a wish coming true. Okay, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.